Hi, my name is Ryan Branch and I'm a coach and leader to entrepreneurs committed to building a positive impact brand. And I want to leave a short message with you guys today about a little story that happened to me recently. I moved here to Stockholm about 3 months ago, and around about the first couple of weeks, my fiance Nyezha had just started her new job, and it was Sunday and I was alone in the house, and I was just waking up quietly as I do. Nyezha was fast asleep, and around 7:15 I started hearing a bit of rustling going on, and Nyezha come bolting into the living room, and she looked like she'd missed a flight, and she's like, I'm late, I'm gonna miss my 8 o'clock meeting with my area manager. And I just looked at her and I was a bit confused, and then it kind of struck me, you know, she thinks it's Monday, but it was actually Sunday. Have you ever been in this situation? Because I have. And I recognized that the fear she was having in that moment was really real for her, and she really genuinely thought that it was Monday. And so I just basically calmed down and said, look, babe, it's Sunday. And she immediately relaxed, and she was able to sort of notice that she'd basically frightened herself. And like, the thing is that this realization for me is probably one of the most important realizations anyone can have, especially if you're a leader inside of an impact-driven business. The amount of tensions that can be created from things like trying to balance profit and impact is really difficult at times. And when we get stressed, when we buy into our fearful thoughts, it breaks down the ability to communicate with ourselves first and with others. And if we don't realize what's happened is that we're actually just getting bought into frightening thoughts, then it can really get tricky. It's not easy to notice when we've done this. Most of the time it isn't as obvious as we're a day late, or we haven't lost the thing, it's on top of our head. We all have these moments where we get frightened and then realize that it's not real. But when we don't, when our thoughts trick us, and they can be very tricky and slippery at times, it's kind of like becoming a child again and believing that monsters are under the bed. And it feels real because the feeling that we're having in the moment are being triggered by the thoughts that we're having in the moment. If we can't see this unseen issue play out, if we don't understand the way that our minds work at a deeper level, then when situations arise like this, or when somebody else comes into the room and they're afraid about something else, let's just say, for example, in a business context, and we don't realize that how they're thinking is actually creating their reaction, then we can start taking that seriously and start buying into that. And for example, if I didn't realize what was going on and I really took seriously what Nyezha said, and I just started helping, I could have got it to work on time for the call perhaps, but it would have been the wrong day. And these kind of things happen all the time. It's a very human problem. And so that's why it's important for us as leaders to recognize this problem early and be able to develop an understanding about this, because what it does is it leads to compassionate conversations. It leads to us being able to be more effective at how we communicate, because when we are compassionate, we have a level of clarity around the way that we communicate that expresses that. We feel it. When someone's being compassionate towards us, they're not judging us. We feel that, and it opens us up, and it allows us to relax, and it allows us to see the truth in the same way that Nyezha did. So just for today, as an experiment, I'm going to give you one tool that I really love to use to help you to address whether or not you're seeing a certain situation clearly right now that might be stressing you out a little bit. So pick the situation, you can write it down if you want, and then ask this question: am I feeling stressed or tense or anxious about this person, situation, or event? Or am I feeling stressed and tense because of the thoughts that I'm having about this person, situation, or event? Allow the truth to reveal itself through this question, and let me know in the comments below which one was real. Look forward to talking to you all again soon, and until then, lift up, light up, and be the change that you want to see in the world. Take care.